Morning guys, I'm using this filter to cover my swollen face from a very deep sleep last night. No, it's not actually that bad. I did have a really deep sleep last night because it wasn't quite as hot, but I've woken up and it's pissing down with rain and I had my car cleaned yesterday. So I did promise some of you that I'd show you some breakfast tips this week, so I'm going to be whipping up some breakfast for you and then heading down to the gym before my sessions start, and we're going to do a bit of a push-pull session. This is everything you need. We need some seasoning, coconut oil, spinach, peppers, some mixed stir fry and turkey mince. To be super organised with my veg, so what I'm going to do is chop up the spinach, chop up the peppers finely, and then mix in the stir fry, and I'm going to leave that in the fridge. I'm going to use all of this, but I do use a lot of this in my recipe. It means I can just grab a handful out of the fridge and chuck it in with whatever. Next, we're just going to have use a handful of veg. So that took all of 5 minutes to do that, and I've actually batch cooked some, so I've got some sorted for tomorrow. And then this is my lunch, which is the turkey burgers that I made in my food prep session last night, just chucked in with a handful of salad, and that's also the chicken dish that I did in the food prep session last night as well. So I'm on quite a low carb day today, and my evening meal is going to have the majority of the carbohydrates that I'm going for today. Itching from pre-workout. I don't usually like training in the morning, but I've got a busy day today, so we're going to hit a bit of a session before my sessions start. This is what I'm dealing with in Fallowfield. I'm going to work into the gym, and heads are coming back from nights out. Today, so I'm going to spend about 10 minutes warming up, and I'm just going to imitate some of the exercises or movements that we're going to be doing in the session. Specific sets or reps in my warm-up, it just depends how tight or stiff I'm feeling through the shoulders. But generally in the morning, and it takes a little bit longer to warm up because I'm really stiff in the morning. We've got two exercises to do, almost like a bit of a warm-up superset. So we've got dumbbell pullovers and snow angel flies. I think I've just made up that name for snow angel flies. I don't actually know the name, so if you know the correct name for this exercise, give me a message. Right, so the first working set we're going to do is going to be a heavier chest press on an incline, supersetted with some chin-ups. Guys, we've got 3 exercises. We're going to do a cable fly, we're going to do a pulley with the cables, and we're going to do a rep out with the chest press. When you pull back, just squeeze those shoulder blades together, almost like you've got 50 pp's in between your shoulder blades. It's important on the rep out that you keep contraction through the chest all the way through the movement. So as soon as you lose contraction through the chest, that's when you stop. That was a really tough set. That I've really got sort of like a good pump in my chest now. So we've got another giant set. So we've got 3 exercises. We're going to do another variation of the cable flies. We're going to do a lat pull down, a wide grip lat pull down, and then we're going to do a rep out and push-ups. Again, it's really important that you're getting a good contraction through your chest, so give that chest a squeeze at the top of the movement. With your head under the bar, you should have a nice stretch through your chest, and then pull that bar just under the chin, get that head back under the bar. That exercise is a really great way of opening up your chest after doing quite a lot of chest exercises, so it's really going to open up your shoulders. In a push-up, we should be using our chest and triceps, so give that chest a good squeeze and we're going to rep this one out. Right, so my chest is just about given up now, so we're going to finish off with another giant set. We've got some pull-throughs, wood chops and tricep extensions. You get a nice stretch through the lats in this movement, and then squeeze those shoulder blades to the bottom of the movement. I always keep these hips in that same position, so all the movement's coming through my core. What I'm trying to do here is try and keep these elbows pinned into the hips, and I've got good contraction through my triceps now. Right, so that's session one done. I've spent about 20 minutes doing some mobility work. What I'm going to do is I'm going to film some mobility work for you tomorrow. I didn't have a chance to get that filmed. I was in a bit of a rush because I've got on my breakfast and a couple of coffees before my session start at 9. I drink that much coffee that I should look like a cup of coffee. Right, I've just finished my morning session. My friend Joe's come in, we're just going to hit some power work, and yeah, I'm still a little bit screwed from this morning session, so it'll be more focused around conditioning. This is how you unload a bar. Easy peasy. Look at this. So that's the lifting part of the session done. Onto the conditioning now. Joe's got a game tonight, so actually end up working up to 60% of our 1 rep max. We worked up to about 40 and 50%. Because you can't be playing rugby with major DOMs, can you, Joe? Second workout done. Managed to keep that just under 10 minutes. Come on, Joe, one more round. I've had my heart rate peaking in this workout for about half an hour now. I've actually burnt more calories in this like 50-minute session than I did in the hour and 20-minute session that I did this morning. Obviously it was a lot more higher intensity, whereas this morning it was a bit more slow and a bit more isolated stuff. But this is the sort of stuff I really like. I just love getting my heart rate up and struggling for air. Spend about 20 minutes doing some mobility work, stretching off, head to Sainsbury's, pick up some bits for those turkey burgers that I'm going to do for you later on. It's just finished. How was that, mate? Awful. Right, guys, me and Joe, look at your head in the background, are going to be making some stuffed turkey burgers. So a little bit like the ones that we did last night, but they're stuffed with feta and spinach. This one's a really cheap meal. All you need is 500 grams of turkey, some seasoning, coconut oil, spinach, feta, food scales. You want to crumble the feta on top. I've actually only used about 7 grams. I've had to split them because there was a bit too much feta. So 7 grams. And then what I've done is I've just put the other pate on the top, and I've created like a sort of like pinched the edges in, and I've created like a big meatball. I've been to the supermarket 3 times today. Shouldn't give a fuck.